So I keep on getting messages about September 6th, what are you talking about when you say September 6th, September 7th? And I'm not going to get too much into detail about that right now. I've already shared quite a bit on that, but I will share some other things that I do see coming for 2022. But before I do, make sure to follow me on Twitter. That is 007MacMac007. So it's 007 MacMac007 on Twitter. Again, I've been sharing my Telegram as well. It's a lot of information that I'm sharing through Telegram when it comes to cryptocurrencies and other things. All right, so what I do see, and I'm going to get into cryptocurrencies and the ones that I'm looking at, ones that I'm talking about that I have. But let me just start here for now. What I do see for 2022, and again, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion. This is what I see. This is what I've been, what I do see happening. Now, I'll say it like this. One should not be led by a firm or a top investor or a name out there, because for the most part, what they're talking about is already baked in. Okay, so how would I put this? And there's a lot of things that they're doing. For example, if someone's coming out now that they're buying Bitcoin, please do not be foolish enough to believe that this is right now the moment in time that they've been buying Bitcoin. There's many reasons why they'll come out and say. One reason is to get the hype train going because they've been buying it when it was around 4, 5, 6, 7,000. There's a certain way to buy and sell without spooking the market, right? Without making the market go up or without making the market go down. There's certain ways of how to do that, okay? Another reason why someone would be coming out and saying, hey, we're buying Bitcoin now is for tax reasons, so that they can claim losses. You got to understand, you got to think like a wolf. You can't always be like a sheep. And I don't mean that in a bad way. You got to know out there that there's people that are not for your best interest, okay? So you got to learn how to understand the mechanisms of how certain people talk, right? Just understand, I'm not going to name names, but don't be foolish. Oh, now they're buying Bitcoin, so you know where this thing's going. It's going to go to 700,000. Please don't be foolish. This one says the same people that were saying this is, it's not a good buy, blah, 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 because they're buying at that price. They want it low. They want it low. And they know when they start talking about it, people will come into it. All right. I don't want to spend too much time into that. So 2022, and this is why I'm going to segue into this. I believe, again, this is not financial advice. This is just my humble opinion. This is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm doing. And this is what I'm sharing, but not financial advice. People are going to tell you cash is trash. All right. So let me say it like this. People are telling me cash is trash. Cash is trash. Oh my God. Nothing's going to happen to cash. Nothing. Only thing is it's going to be a digital twist to it. Now, some of you are going to be disagreeing with me. Oh my gosh, how can he say that? Blah, blah, blah. Listen. If cash is trash, forget about cryptocurrencies, forget about gold, forget about silver. So it would happen too fast just to restructure the whole thing. All right. The whole world will be in deep, deep trouble. They're not going to allow that to happen. Okay. First part. Second of all, there's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. Go back about 100 years from now, you see that there's expansion, there's depressions, there's corrections, there's recessions. That's how you make markets. It's healthy. It's how smart money just continues to make more money. It's how new dumb money keeps on giving to smart money. And this trend will continue to happen. But the fear mongers, another thing, fear sells, right? Fear sells. The market moves off of fear, off of greed. But what you need to understand is know when to plant and know when to harvest. There's a season to plant and there's a season to harvest. Again, let me repeat that. I know it might sound very kindergarten, but it's very profound. There's always a season. There's a season to plant and there's a season to reap the harvest. You cannot wait to plant. I'll say it like this. I'm not going to wait to plant when it's harvest time, and vice versa. You understand? When I know the top is in, it's harvest time. And I'm not going to wait and be greedy. I know if I'm near the top and I've made great and special returns on my investment, then I'm going to start taking some real legitimate profits. And that's what smart money does. Okay? You've heard this before. Bulls make money. Bears make money. bulls get slaughtered. Sometimes you got to be a bull, sometimes you're going to be a bear, and you play those two different hats, you play those two different positions. You never want to be the pig that gets slaughtered. That's dumb money. Oh, but it's going to keep on going. Oh, but you know what? I heard it's a scam, so I'm not going to get in. No. Again, I look at things. I have to be the leader of my own investments. Yes, I do listen. Yes, I do pay attention to the financial climate. Yes, I do pay attention to geopolitical things. Yes, yes, yes. Those are good things to pay attention. But I can make my own assessment and see certain things that are happening in, let's say, the stock market or the crypto market or the real estate market. All right. So again, now I'm going to get into cryptocurrencies, but I need to talk about this first. 2022, what I see happening. Okay, again, not financial advice. I am not in the cheerleading squad or in the group that says cash is trash. I'm gonna be one of those holding cash and talk about low hanging fruit. I'm gonna be able to pick whatever I want, whether it's real estate, whether it's precious metals, whatever it is, because a lot of things are gonna come down. Now, more things are gonna come down because they're at a higher level, but nevertheless, all these things are going to crash. In my opinion, not financial advice, that's what I'm looking at. To me, cash is definitely not trash. Cash is what I'm going to want to have, especially that they're going to have to raise interest rates, right? So a lot of people are talking about inflation. And yes, we're dealing with some sort of inflation right now. But when the interest rates go up, it's not going to be inflation. In my humble opinion, it's going to be deflation. Deflation. What does that mean for me? Okay, so I expect prices to come down and to come down heavily. So what do I want to have? Yes, correct. I don't want to have other things. I want to have what people are calling right now trash, which is cash. I don't consider cash trash at this time. You've heard me, if you've been following me for a while, I always say this: there's no such thing as the best investment. There's no such thing. There's just the correct timing. Right? Real estate at the right time and proper time is the best investment. But at the wrong time, it's the worst investment. Cryptocurrencies at the right time is the best investment. But at the worst time, it's not the best investment. You understand? There's tops, there's bottoms. That's how a market moves. Okay? Same thing goes for anything that I can invest in. You understand? So I see the stock market, right? Go back, if you go look at a chart from the DOJ, and you look at the stock market from 100 years from now, you can see that we are right at the top right now. So I see next year's stock market crashing. I see cryptocurrencies crashing. I see the real estate market crashing. I see a lot of things crashing. And I see deflation, and I'm going to want to hold on to cash. I'm not going to go further into that. Now I'm going to segue into cryptocurrencies. So now you're going to be like, so what does that mean for now? What are you looking at for now in cryptocurrencies? For now, I have taken profits on a lot of different things, but I still hold. I take percentages, and I'm doing really well. And I give all the glory to God for the wisdom. But I'm looking at other cryptos that are under 100 million, 50 million market cap, around 30 million market cap, that are, to me, no-brainers. Let's just jump into Lyxe. So how would I play Lyxe? Lyxe, depending when the news comes out, has a major exchange coming out, has major announcements. So for me, what I'm doing, not telling you to do anything, but what I'm doing, still sees tremendous upside for Lyxe. So there's still a lot of leverage for Lyxe. RSR, Reserve Protocol, is another monster that I am just letting that thing go. You see it fluctuate. It goes to 8 cents, then it goes to 6 cents, 5 cents, then it goes to 9 cents, and then it goes to 7 cents, and then it goes back to high 9s, and then, low 8s, and then back to 9, and then sooner or later we'll pass 10 cents, and then we'll get to 15 cents, 20 cents. That's what I'm looking at, okay? That's what I'm expecting. So for Reserve, I still see a lot of leverage to the upside. So I haven't gone crazy there, right, with taking profits. I still see a lot of leverage to the upside, and there's certain things that need to happen, and then I'll reassess and say, okay, it's time for me to really, really take major profits off of RSR. The new coin that I just mentioned, which was Wcres, ticker symbol WCRES, Cresco Fin, their token is WCRES, ticker symbol WCRES. Major names, the product manager of Coinbase I'll say this, the product manager of Coinbase has this by before the end of the year as a top 20 coin. Okay. And if you go look at the roadmap, you see a lot of interesting things. You see low circulation. You see a low market cap. I've been purchasing this at around in the 20s. It kind of took off to 45. But you know how this thing goes. They drop down, they go back up. Accumulation, people get scared, they lose it, and the whales do what they do. Smart money does what they do. I'm going to sit back and just let this one go and see how far it takes me. But I expect for Lyxe, for Reserve, for Wcres, I say this always, I believe and expect special returns on my investment. If that was not the case, I would now put my money in it. And when I put my money into things, they flourish. And I say that in the name of Jesus Christ. Let's see. The next coin I want to talk about is Public Mint. That's another one that I expect special returns on my investment. If you haven't done your research on Public Mint, I would look at Hyperledger. Go look at Hyperledger. Public Mint is built off of Hyperledger. Great partnership with Hyperledger. Go look at the conglomerates, the names like JP Morgan, FedEx. Just an abundance. I'm not going to go through all the names. Just do your research on Hyperledger, and then just in and itself on that. That tells you why I'm so very bullish on Public Mint. I expect special returns on my Public Mint investment. All right. And I'm already doing very well on that. And all the glory goes to God. So I spoke about Public Mint. I spoke about Wcres. I spoke about Lyxe. I spoke about Reserve. I'm not going to get into all the ones that I'm looking at or holding or certain things. I don't need to share all that. But there's Terra Virtua, of course. That's another one. Paramount Pictures, I've been talking about it since 7 cents. Terra Virtua, ticker symbol TVK, NFTs. Again, I will say it again, this is a special one. And I expect special returns on my investment when it comes to TVK. Terra Virtua, Wcres, Reserve Protocol, Lyxe. Let me speak about another one. I feel like I'm missing one right now. Again, I'm not going to get into details about all the coins. I will say this. There's another monster that I'm looking at that's about to come in to the market. And I will be letting you guys know. Let me just do some more research on it. But from the looks, I really like it. And so just be aware for that. All right. So, yes, there's another one that I'm looking at. And there's others, but there's a definite monster that separates itself from the other ones that I'm looking at. So I just wanted to share that, share some other things. It's been a while since I made a video, but I will be posting up videos, and I hope I've answered some questions. But again, I never give anybody financial advice. This is just what I'm looking at, what I'm doing, and I'm just sharing. It's almost like a diary of what I'm doing. All right, guys, you already know. Stay blessed, be blessed, and let's go.